established, was originally a Girl Scout camp. And then after that, there was a Job Corps program that was established there, and facilities were built. And when the Job Corps was phased out, the facilities eventually, the management fell to the Great Smoky Mountain Institute at Tremont. And they have a wonderful facility there. And I'm sure that many of your school children have been there. Mine went there.
Yes.
But ours is an independent program, but using their facilities.
That's a very nice facility. Well, I see that our program is almost half over, so I'm going to ask for callers again. We'd love to answer any questions you may have about this special summer camp for kids. Just call us at 215-2288. Now, let's go back up and ask, is Camp Quest listed in any local media regarding summer camps for kids?
Yes, that's part of perhaps a larger question, is how do people find out about Camp Quest?
That's a good larger question.
And when I took over as director, that was something that puzzled me for well over a year. But locally, we are listed in the summer camp guide that's put out by Knoxville News Sentinel, and in the past year or so has been organized by Knox Moms. I think, and so we expect to be listed in there again, but I think that I will attempt to participate in the camp fair that Knox Moms started last year for the first time.
That's a new event, and it looked very interesting because they go and get to hear about all these different kinds of camps.
Yes, and it's last spring, it was held in conjunction with the women's
auxiliary, or we probably have the wrong terminology there, but it's related to Knox Moms, right?
Now, I was quite interested to visit the camp fair there, and we are not alone in providing secular camps.
Yes.
I mean, there are other probably very good camps put on by Webb School of Knoxville and the zoo, and of course the Tremont puts on programs, Tate's School of Discovery, and there are many sport type programs. Now, the difference between these secular camps and our secular camp is the freedom to discuss belief systems among the campers and among the and with the staff.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because just yesterday we received this personal testimony from a Rationalist of East Tennessee parent whose son has attended Camp Quest, and would like for you all to hear this description of the impact this camp can have on the lives of children who attend. Jack loves Camp Quest. He's 10 and an atheist. He enjoys discussing philosophy and thought experiments and what ifs. That's what he gets to do at Camp Quest. We bring up topics like, what is the purpose of life? Or how do you determine what is right and what is wrong? And we let the kids explore and discuss these tough issues. The kids appreciate that they get to do the talking and exploring. For me, the best thing about Camp Quest is to hear the relief from the campers, to finally be in an environment where they can talk about their beliefs without fear. I can't communicate clearly enough to portray these campers' emotions when they realize they are no longer worried about the judgment of other kids and adults. This judgment and obstacle is lifted away when they reach Camp Quest, like a huge heavy weight is lifted off their entire body. It is liberating for them and allows them to go and enjoy the summer camp experience to its fullest. I think that is a lovely testimonial from a parent of a child who went to Camp Quest.
Indeed. The first season that Camp Quest returned, it was my first experience with any children's summer camp, and that was one thing that really hooked me and made me firmed up my commitment to supporting this camp. That the children, and some of them were very sophisticated in their explanation of their belief system, but the children expressed the fact that they reveled in the freedom. Now, not all children coming to the camp have experienced problems with their peers, but there were others who let their beliefs be known to supposed friends. In some cases, the friends would then shun them, but in other cases, one camper related that the parents of one of their friends forbade them to associate with the camper.
And I was afraid you were going to mention ridicule, because frequently when children share these deeply personal characteristics with other children, we know how cruel kids can be, and particularly in an atmosphere where almost everyone there is going a certain route. They're all attending the regular church and the regular Sunday school, and so for a child to stand up and say, no, I'm not doing that, is putting himself out there, or herself, to become a subject of ridicule.
And indeed, this is not limited to just the children. We have many closet
about summer camp yet, but we'd like to give you information on this. Now, could you deal a little bit with the financial cost of your camp and tell us if there are any camperships or financial aid available for qualified campers?
Oh, this is an area that's troubling me greatly right now.
I'm sure,
Shara. The cost of rental of our facilities has gone up 50% in the past 3 years.
That's a lot.
While we have held our registration cost constant. I understand that we have a caller coming, so let's see. Caller, thank you for calling. Could you give us your name or a nickname, please?
Yeah, my name's Ned. I'm a grandparent, and I've been watching your show, and it's kind of intriguing. My grandson, my daughter, who is trying to raise him to be tolerant of other people and trying to raise him with different beliefs, and taught him about different religions. And I think Camp Quest might be right down my grandson's alley. I'm a little leery, though, and I'm just wondering if you guys couldn't put us or put him, in fact, in touch with some of the people who've been to Camp Quest. He's 11 years old, and if he met somebody else who's been to Camp Quest and could tell him one-on-one about it, would that something you could work out?
That's an interesting question.
I'm sure we could work that out.
Yes, I would think so, and I can see why it would be helpful if I were a grandparent and I was considering sending my child to this place. It would be good to have that child speak with someone else who had gone, like this letter I read from the parent, so they could share child to child what their experiences were and what it meant to them.
Yeah, after the camp, the kids continue to communicate among themselves.
Yes, and now everybody has email. Isn't that wonderful?
Actually, the mechanics, I'll have to think about it, but one way of doing it might be to send out an email to the campers and tell them that here's a child that's interested. Would any of you please talk with him?
That's a good idea. You could do it by email, and then they could communicate with the potential camper to give him or her information about...
Believe me, the kids can do this on their own. They'll do it by Twitter or whatever. But to get this set up, could I contact you through your website or something?
Yes. If you look at our website, it's Smoky Mountains. Well, there's a couple of website addresses: smokymountains.camp-quest.org, or through the Rationalist.
Lean over a little bit so they can see it on the screen behind us. There it is. www.camp-quest.org,
or rationalist.org/CQ for Camp Quest. And if you go to the Rationalist of East Tennessee website, then there's a banner at the top, and if you just click on that, it will transfer
you right to the Camp Quest.
To the Camp Quest, yes.
But that was an excellent question, caller. Thank you, and we'll use that in the future.
Do you have anything else?
No, thank you for answering.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Bye. Let's see, what was I going to say now?
I was asking you about the financial problems, and you were
yes.
telling me of your great distress.
Yes. I still haven't fixed our camp fees for the coming year, but that will be soon. We expect the camp to be the first week of August this year.
Oh, first week of August.
We do have camperships that are available, partial camperships usually. Part of it is, through the Helen Kagan Fund. But and we have donors within our organization who also contribute to this. So let's see. Now we must
think about winding it up. Yes.
It's time to start wrapping things up. If you would like to send us feedback, please email us at freethoughtforum@yahoo.com, and you can call this station 215-8848 and purchase a DVD of this and past Freethought Forum programs. This has been Freethought Forum with Jonas Holdeman and
Shara Chadwick.
Our thanks to Faithless Forrest, Larry, Sam for technical help, and to the staff of CTV and to all of our callers.